Hi there BookTube, it's Eleanor here, and today I'm going to be doing my Underhyped Readathon TBR. I'm sorry if I'm talking a bit quietly, but my daughter's asleep downstairs and she's been having a bit of trouble getting to sleep, so I don't want to talk too loud. I wasn't actually going to do the Underhyped Readathon this year because I didn't think that I had very many underhyped books. I tend to read sort of bestsellers and possibly ones that have been out a while, or ones that are quite popular. I suppose I'm a bit of a mainstream popular fiction girl, so it was a surprise when I just thought I'll just have a look at some of my books on my TBR that I fancy reading soon, and quite a few of them were what I would class as underhyped. So I'm going to tell you the books that I'm looking at reading this week. The first book that I'm currently a couple of pages into, haven't got very far, is called The Mirror World of Melody Black, and that's by Gavin Extence. This is by the author who wrote The Universe vs. Alex Wood. I didn't actually read that book, but I was really interested in the story of this book. This is actually an ARC, so the finished copy won't look like that. I'll try and put a copy, if possible, up there, but I'm filming this on my iPad, so I'm not sure if I know how to do that. But I was really lucky to get this advanced copy from Hodder and Stoughton, and that was through a website that I belong to called lovereading.co.uk. They're a UK book website, but you can also sign up to be a reviewer panel member, and occasionally they send you emails, and if you get back to them, sometimes you get a book, and as long as you say that you'll do a written review on their website, then often you get the chance to read some books in advance. So that's what happened with this one. So once I finish this, I'll put a review on their website, and also I'm going to do a video review as well, because this isn't the type of book that I would normally read, so I'm interested to see how this goes. All I really know about this is that it's meant to be about a woman's sort of descent into mental illness, and that's it, so we'll see how that goes. Sorry, I should have also said I'm doing these books in order of how many ratings they've got on Goodreads. So The Mirror World of Melody Black has 92 ratings on Goodreads currently, so that's my least rated book that I'm going to be reading. Next book on my TBR for this week is going to be The Undertakers Daughter by Kate Mayfield. You probably saw this on my January TBR. It's a non-fiction story about a girl whose family move in to take over the local mortuary, and it's just about her life growing up in this sort of environment. And this book currently has 92 ratings on Goodreads. The next book that I'm going to read, I haven't actually got a physical copy. It's on my Kindle. I was lucky to get it as a review copy from NetGalley, and that is Melt by Celine Castrovilla. I'm not 100% sure about this book. I know that it is about something to do with the Wizard of Oz, possibly, so I was just really interested. I believe this book's already out, but I really wanted to read it and review it, so I requested it from NetGalley. Obviously this won't affect my views, and any of the books that I've got here as review copies or ARCs won't affect my views on the book. I will give an honest account of what I think of them, and that particular book has got 134 reviews on Goodreads. Next book I was lucky to find in a charity shop a while ago, and it was a whole 50p, and don't worry, it was before my book buying ban. I just don't think I've hauled it yet, and it is The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. I believe this is an ARC copy, so I was lucky to find it really. It was just in my local charity shop, so very lucky, and I've heard a lot of people talk about this. It's meant to be a little bit, from what I can gather, like Once Upon a Time, the TV show, if you've seen that. I think it's about a lot of fairy tale characters that live in a city or a village all together, and it's about a young boy who's in a glass casket in the middle of the forest, and one day he wakes up, and it's about what ensues from that. So it sounds like a bit of an action-adventure story, and that's currently got 677 reviews on Goodreads. Next is another ARC copy which I received from NetGalley, and that is also currently out, I believe, already, and that's The Rabbit Back Literature Society. You're going to have to excuse me because I'm going to have to read this from the piece of paper. I apologise, but it's quite a difficult name. It's by Pasi Ilmari Jaskalan Jessica Lannon. I totally apologise, I've totally butchered that name, but I'm really excited to read this book. It's about books. I believe it's about a book club in an unusual town where someone goes for the first time, and possibly there's something magical realism going on with the books. I just thought this sounded really good, a really interesting idea, so I requested it and was lucky enough to receive it from NetGalley and my Kindle. And that one currently has 850 reviews or ratings on Goodreads. So all of the ones so far have been under 1,000 ratings. And then the last book, if I do manage to whiz through all of these, which I would be surprised because that's quite a lot of books, but if I do, then I'm thinking of picking up Gathering Darkness by Morgan Rose, which is a third in the Fallen Kingdom series. I'm really loving the series. I keep saying it and I keep meaning to get to it. I think it's like that last piece of chocolate in the fridge or the last piece of cake. I'm really waiting because I'm savouring the idea of it and I want to read it, but I want to sort of keep the hype and the interest in my head going as long as possible. But I think, you know, if I will get to it really soon, and if I get through these books, I'll definitely get to it this week. This is probably the one with the most ratings on Goodreads that I'm looking at. It's got 1,282, so it's a little bit over the 1,000 that I would generally think for the Underhyped. I think we're meant to be sort of looking at under 1,000 for Underhyped, but I will let myself have this one if I get through all of the others. What I should have said at the beginning is that the Underhyped Readathon was created by Charlotte at Ramblings of an Elfire, and I will link the Goodreads group below for the Underhyped Readathon in case you want to go and check it out, and also Charlotte's channel so you can hear a little bit more about it. This is the second time that it's been run, and I did take part last year and I really enjoyed it, so I'm hoping that I can get through these books, and I'll be doing reviews of most of these on my channel on my Wednesday reviews about a book at some point, so keep your eye out for them, and I'll do a roundup of how I get on next week. So are you taking part in this? What are you going to be reading? What are you interested out of the books that I've mentioned? Let's chat, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Okay, bye for now, BookTube.